Well, sorry for not posting yesterday. I guess I'll just start the video here. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow when I come back. Just kind of been chilling here, cleaned up a little bit, like kind of organized stuff. It was getting kind of gross in here, so yeah, that's what I did today. I didn't want to make a 15-minute long cleaning video, you know what I mean? So yeah, downpipe's off. I will be getting help with welding. I mean, I know this isn't the best welder, but I'm sure I could do a little bit better. So basically what I'm doing now is just making like the full downpipe that's going to connect. This is actually a piece of charge piping, but it's stainless, so I'm just going to use it and then get some charge piping and do that. But I still have most of it. This is just one of the elbows that I kind of needed for this, so but I guess that's what we're doing. So this, I marked it off, blah blah, but I'm gonna sand down over here because I couldn't really tell if this was painted. I feel like it is because the welds are the same color, so maybe that's why the welds weren't coming out like the best. I'm gonna try to do as good as I can on this, and we'll get this all mocked up. I'm not gonna film everything, obviously. It's like 2 in the morning. I'm just like kind of restless and I want to do this, but we'll see how this comes out, and yeah, let me get to that. You can see the general direction I'm heading in. I have 2 tacks on it right now. I just wanted to make sure it would fit. You know, measure twice, cut 40 times, but I mean, I've never had a turboed car, so I'm kind of not used to like how low that sits, but it's literally like an inch from the oil pan, so that's like as low as, that's as high as I can get it. It clears, so let's go ahead and weld this up. Alright, not the worst, not the worst. I'm acknowledging now, my wire speed's probably a little bit too high, but that's another thing that just comes with this stuff. Like, I only have 4 heat adjustments and they're clicks, and I only have wire adjustments. Like, it's not the best wire adjust. It's not the best welder. It's a very good entry-level welder. It can do a lot. I've done many diffs with this, but I just have problems getting like a consistent bead. I can get a good bead, but like if I stop, turn the pipe, and then go again, it'll kind of like get it'll just not look as good as the first one, and then I go over it, and I'm just I'm impatient, but I'm acknowledging these things so I get better. Do the rest of this, and then I'll get back to you guys. All right, so this is what I'm doing here. So I don't have any bolts, so I have that clamped right now, just in place where the bolts go, so this lines up, and now I got all this. So I went and traced basically where this is going to go, and I put a line right there, and yeah, let's see how this goes. This is just a spare piece of pipe that was the inner diameter of it, so it fits perfectly. It's actually tight in there, so yeah, should be good. Downpipe off, unclamp that, weld it, and this should be a bolt-up downpipe now, and will fit any Honda exhaust I choose to purchase. So there that goes. I mean, it's a shape. It's not a shitty shape, so should flow fine. L. Alright, let me go ahead and put this in, and maybe even try to find some bolts. Honestly, I might have something somewhere. As long as I could get like 2 of them on there, I'll be good. Alright, boom. There it goes. It is connected. I have 2 bolts opposing each other. I actually tightened them. There is no gasket in here, and I need to get a gasket, like the house looking gasket underneath there, but I'll go ahead and take off this O2 sensor and try to, I really hope that wire is long enough. Like, I know this downpipe was originally for this car, but it's for a different kit, obviously, so that's the reason I had to cut it and its charge pipe to make one downpipe, but I got a full exhaust right now, so I'm pretty hyped. Got it with just the wrench and the hammer. Didn't even have, I really need to clean this bench tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do also, but not tonight, but got it. Didn't even need the heat. I was prepared though. I was prepared for heat and hammer, so. Okay, so what's behind this? If I take this off, I might be able to get the O2. I don't know, maybe, like, I thought this like hung low, But apparently you're supposed to be able to have two O2 sensors in here, one for a wideband. That's kind of junk. I don't know how I'm even going to be able to use either of those. I was kind of excited for that, not having to weld the bung and all, but I don't know. Let's see if I can do something about this. All checks out, just a skid plate, some massaging with a hammer. We got her in there, and it plugs in. Alright, so I gotta stop doing that whole like start it up and cold and rev it, because it's just, it makes inside here smell like a lot of fuel. So, but I mean, it sounds a lot quieter so far. I didn't rev it high obviously because I literally put WD-40 in the turbo. I know what you're thinking, stop starting it and revving it. Don't worry, later in the video that's coming as well. We're gonna get the oil feed and return all set, but for tonight, for a start of the video, I think we're doing pretty good. I'm excited. So the exhaust is there, O2 sensor's there, no check engine light, so we're doing good. My exhaust system is finished, and I just need to, oh, by the way, I also put this on here. So yeah, I'll be doing the sandwich plate and all that tomorrow. So I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, so it is the next day, clearly. And now, today, I want to get the oil done. So, by get the oil done, I mean this. So, I already went ahead and just connected the line. But, this is an oil sandwich plate for those who don't know. Basically, you take your oil filter off. You slip this on. And then this screws onto where your oil filter would screw onto. Then tightens that down. So it's like a spacer, and it has 4 ports on it. The 4 ports are the reason that I went with this method as opposed to like an oil sensor. On the Subi it's a little easier, but on this there's a half shaft, which basically means from the transmission to like the other side of the engine, there's an axle that goes from the transmission, and then the axle connects into that. So that is directly behind the oil sensor. So this, I believe, is the best way to do it. So if you guys want one of these, it's the company's Glow Shift, and they're like 30 bucks or 20 bucks, whatever I paid for it. Well, that was very loose. No wonder it was leaking a little bit. So I have the line running up through here, which is better than I had it before, which was like back here. Now I could kind of like, I could almost like loop this underneath like these wires, and it'll just kind of be out of the way. But yeah, so that's all connected. Oil filter's on, sandwich plate's on. Let me show you what the sandwich plate looks like. There we go. So there's your oil filter housing, the Glow Shift sandwich plate, your oil filter bolts to that. And then, yeah, you have your 4 ports. I'm going to put my oil sensor for the oil pressure right there on the side, not the one facing down, but the one facing to the side. And then there's your stock oil pressure sensor right there. And you can see that's what I mean by there's a half shaft right there, and you know, I don't want the feed coming off of that. All right, so you can see the little white dot right there. That's where I'm going to put the return for the oil. And yeah, I gotta take the oil pan off now. There that goes. So Josh just pulled up. He got a new car. We're gonna see that soon. Oh yeah. So here's my oil return, and here's the socket. I want to hear the least of it from you guys. Reason being, my pan is not aluminum, and even if it was, I don't know how to TIG weld. But I can weld. Yes, I do have AN fittings for it. But this is aluminum, so I can't freaking weld that to my pan. Nice freaking bung. Look at that. I don't want to hear shit about that not being wide enough, alright? That's wide as shit. Here we go. You can see right there, look, it's even got a burnt tip. Very nice. Extra spice. Look at that. Oil return is legit. Extra short and friggin' extra downhill. And in a mint spot, I can still get both bolts off right there, and it's way in the corner, and the downpipe's gonna be way over here, so it's not gonna be near it. That is literally perfect placement. I could not have done it better. This dude got the Mark 7 jammy, dude, 2015 Salt Edition. I love the stock wheels on this. This shit's freaking crispy, dude.
Look
at this guy.
Right?
Stunting.
Yeah.
This dude got rid of the fucking, the work van.
The
work truck, the grandpa's truck, that's what it was. Mine is a work van. So you said this is just exhaust and APR stage 1?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see that. Dude, that's fucking good.
Yeah,
that was like
that
was like 70 or 80. That was pretty impressive for just a bench tune. Bolts and oil, yes, Walmart has oil. So we out here. I'm gonna run 1030 in my shit. I got the M8 1.25 jammies. That's it. Well, I got the oil in there, so now is the moment of truth. Hopefully nothing leaks. Fingers crossed none of these damn fittings leak, because there are a lot of things that I did that could possibly leak. I didn't plug in the O2 sensor. Well, that doesn't matter, because you see how there's a new puddle of oil next to the old puddle of oil? Yeah. Alright, so that was just loose. A couple of these oil pan bolts, so hopefully no more leaks, because I don't think it was, if it was leaking from up there, I think it'd be like over here somewhere. Alright, so it's not leaking anymore. It is idling a little high. That might be because one of these fucking vacuum lines, though. All that residual shit's gonna burn off the friggin' manifold, but this isn't leaking. The oil return is not leaking. The oil feed over here is not leaking. I think we're good. All right, well, we're not leaving a trail of oil, so that's good. Good looks. Get a little sound clip. This is dope. I'm so hyped.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, 3,000 is going to be full boost. Obviously it's NA right now, but around 3,000 is where it picks up if you want to just point it at the tack. Oh yeah. How does it sound from the outside?
It sounds fucking good, dude. The turbo spool is loud.
That's mint. So it's definitely way quieter. It definitely has a lot less. Well, this is to be expected. It's a kind of like mid-sized turbo, so it is going to baffle it quite a bit, which is good because I didn't want to, like, I don't really like that style exhaust. I want to do blast pipes on it. Maybe I'll do like a DIY custom blast pipe. I'm gonna make a nice one this time though, like buy some stainless. But it sounds freaking dope. The spool sounds insane. There's no leaks. It's fully plumbed besides obviously the charge piping. So I think next up will be the charge piping, and then I'm pretty much just waiting on injectors, and I can go get it tuned. And Jimmy said that he's down to tune it. He actually asked me if he could tune it. This will be hashtag Jimmy Tune. That's fucking hype for what it is. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and call that a win for the day. A good productive 2 a.m. start of the video, and then rest of the day getting everything, you know, plumbed and working correctly and not leaking. So I think this build, we can already say I'm like 5, or I don't know how many. Someone tell me how many videos I've made on this thing. I think this is going a lot smoother than the Z so far. I hope I didn't just jinx it, but I'm really excited on how this is going. So I'll go ahead and clean this up and call it a night after that. See you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Get your boy to 100K. Peace.